Welcome back to the whole home. This is one of my favorite finds of the year. And you guys loved the last unbagging. So we're going to do another one. I am on the quest for the perfect jeans. I have had fail after fail after fail. And in here, I have a bunch of different pairs in different sizes from different brands. We're going to try them on and see which ones work. If you're new here, hi, welcome. I'm Kezia. Welcome to my 800 square feet in the south of England. My goal on the internet is to make lower footprint living, so sustainable, ethical living feel less complicated and more budget friendly. And for the last 3 years, shopping secondhand has been a huge part of that on our journey of balancing ethics with budget and looking at what sustainable clothing really actually is. TLDR, I think it is using what is already in circulation. Thrift Plus reached out to me for a collaboration a few months back. I did the collaboration. They gave me a £100 credit to spend. You can see that video here, and I'll pop it below if you want to see my first haul with a bit more of an explanation of the brand. I have since done another order. My sister did an order. This is my next order. A lot of this is going to go back because I'm just trying things for size, but I wanted to bring you along for the ride. Okay, Thrift Plus is an online resale platform. So it's not like Vinted where you're buying from individual sellers because everything is in one central place, which makes it so much easier. It is also not a charity shop, which I think is an important distinction. Charity shops are my top place to go to because they're kind of like the last port of call for clothes before they're shipped off to the global south and things like that, which that just makes them my favorite place to shop. And my last place to donate clothes to, because I don't want my clothes to be shipped abroad. So I'm actually going to send some clothes back to them, which I don't do lightly. I don't send my clothes off to be sold by other people or dealt with by other people very often because I really want traceability on what's happening. But Thrift Plus told me that they put everything on their platform. They also put it online on other platforms. And then anything that doesn't sell, they responsibly recycle. And I was like, cool, we use the word responsibly a lot in 2025. What do you mean by that? And to them, it is all going traceably, not abroad, to be used to recreate actual things like dog beds and I can't remember what else they said, but it is traceable. They know where it's going. It's not being shipped abroad. And I love that. So I'm going to send a few things back to them. I have not pre-opened this. I'm going to put my hair up because it's hot. I've got my husband here on the couch working from home. He's going to weigh in as we go through these pieces. Hopefully a little less sweaty. Okay, first item. This pair of jeans is from Other Stories. This t-shirt is actually and Other Stories, and while not the most ethical brand, I'm a little bit more relaxed when things are already in circulation. This has become my absolute favorite boxy tee. I think I have another one in this bag. I've never done jeans or trousers or any other clothes from Other Stories, but we're going to try them on. I think jean sizing is like the hardest thing in the world. These feel small. They're not going on. So I've ordered them in what would be my size in Madewell. Oh my word. Oh my word. They're too small. The problem I find with jeans is that you try them on and they're one size, and then after 2 wears they're another size, and this keeps catching me out. A bit not exactly what I'm going for. That's a no. If none of these fit, I'm going to be very unhappy. Item number two. Oh, a bag made using recycled materials. So we'll take that. Okay, these are Levi's. I would kind of love if Levi's worked. These are, what size? These are an inch bigger than the Other Stories ones. So let's try them on. Bigger and they still feel tight, but tight is good because otherwise they're loose after 2 wears. I do love a button fly, but this button fly is not going to do it. No, it's not going to happen.
Would they fit me?
I can't breathe. I prefer this cut. This is more what I'm going for. I just can't breathe. 2 pairs down, 2 fails. Next pair. These are Levi's again, but I think these are Levi's in a smaller size, not a bigger size. The problem is, these are comfy. Now they're on, these are actually comfy, but they just bulge too much at the top. They're not what I want in a pair of jeans. But can I have a pair of jeans that fits well, that's not too tight at the top? Okay, let's try these ones. Okay, these are an inch smaller than the ones I've got on. I kind of like the side detail. I couldn't tell when I was looking online if they looked kind of home altered, but I really like these. We're going to try them on even though they're a size smaller because jean sizes are a lie. Okay, 3 fails. The next item is a hat for my sister. She wanted that, so I threw that in for her. We have, the problem is I don't think I ordered anything bigger than the sizes that were just too small, so that's fun. Okay, what have we got here? This is, again, more Levi's. For context on why I ordered these sizes, I tried on someone else's Levi's, and these were definitely going to be the right sizes. Okay, 27. So this is the smaller, this is like the smaller one, but these are way bigger. Instantly roomier. Why is it? Why are sizes such a lie? Oh, we've got a button fly, which I like. Okay. How are they the same size as the ones I could barely get on? Okay. Next pair. Okay, let's do a t-shirt next. Let's button back up the jeans and do this t-shirt. And Other Stories do a few styles of t-shirt. This, which people have asked me about on Instagram, is their all cotton one. They also do some viscose. They're not the same. We've got on, hopefully this is exactly the same. I love that Thrift Plus does is you can favorite an item and they will email you as the price drops. Their goal is to pass clothing on to new homes. And so in doing that, they constantly drop the price until someone buys it. So if you go and favorite an item, you can see as the price drops and then go, oh, at that price, I want that thing, which is what I've done with a lot of this. Just watched it, seen which ones go down. And it's exactly what I wanted. I love the And Other Stories cut. The sleeve is a little bit flared, but it doesn't look flared. It just looks roomy and boxy and kind of 90s mom t-shirt, but shorter, and I love them. So that is a yes. Also, I should say you can get £5 off, which is literally a whole item of clothing. So there's a link below. Well worth doing if you have not tried. Okay, are we going to have more luck? This is the mom jean. So let's see if the sizes are different in the mom. My eyes tell me maybe. This is a 28, so the bigger of the two sizes that also didn't fit in the first jeans or in the And Other Stories jeans. I feel more positive about this. Okay, let's try. I'm definitely trying to find my style again, post kids, and just like maybe for the first time ever, truly find my own style, not just what the high street tells me I should have, but I've kind of been bowing out of that whole cyclical fashion trend and trying to find what I actually love for myself as we shop secondhand, which has been a pretty amazing, deeper than I expected process. I'll pop a video where I talked more about it below, but it's vulnerable to not just buy the things on the high street and to actually have to dig into finding what you like because you're shopping secondhand rather than what you're supposed to have now in this hyper season. Okay, I don't know if I like this cut. Husband on the sofa. They're kind of like a loose, comfy. They're very comfy, which then makes me worried that after a wash, I won't like the size anymore. I don't think I like this cut. It's just maybe too narrow at the bottom. It just feels kind of meh, and that's what I'm trying not to do. I'm trying to get pieces that I really, really love and that I know I'll wear a lot and with different styles and outfits. I can't remember the pair I like. What's this? This is a ribcage. I love the look of the Levi's ribcage on other people, but wow, does that not mean I will love it on myself. This also is a lot of plastic. They're made of recycled plastic. They can be recycled, but this is not my favorite part of this process. I'm not going to lie. Okay, ribcage, ankle straight in the smaller size. But we're just ignoring sizes at this point. Oh wait, these are the ones I like. I'm wearing, no, these are not. These are the mom ones. I don't like these ones. Why did I not do 2 piles? Oh, they go on. Okay, oh, they're too tight. These ones fit. I can tell they will still fit me after a wash, but I don't think I like the style, and I'm now feeling a bit demoralized 6 pairs of jeans in. Not demoralized like I need a smaller number size to fit me, demoralized like I would just love a pair of jeans that I love. These are a really high waist, they're the ribcage. But do we like the style? I don't think so. I want tight around the waist, but then a little bit looser from the hips down. What are those jeans? I think there's one more pair. 2 more pairs. We've got another And Other Stories, which I just don't even want to open at this point. Okay, we've got black. The smaller of the 2 sizes. There's no guessing. Let's try them on. I think one of the morals of this story is, and other stories, sizing is a bit of a joke, because this t-shirt, this is a 10. I would not usually go for a 10 on top, but it fits perfectly, and I don't think it's meant to be more any. I think this is true to, or not true to size. This is a 10 and it fits how it's meant to fit. These are 27, 37. Why do we have so many sizes in women's clothing? 27. And like, they do up, but like, they're tight. I don't even like the style. They're coming off. Why is it so hard? I think also in the kind of postpartum, changing body, more skin around my tummy phase of life, I've done a lot of squeezing into jeans, and I wanted to not do that to myself. I wanted to buy jeans that fit, but I think that's really hard, because to have jeans fit, you do have to do a bit of squeezing when you first put them on. But I've tried to kind of really move away from that and go, I want things that fit well and are comfortable, but then they don't remain comfortable. They remain too big, and I end up with jeans that don't fit that I'm now trying to sell on Vinted. So that's some of the process here. Okay, one more pair. A high loose taper is what this one is. Okay, I don't want it this tight around my calves. I like the top a lot. Top fits nicely. It's a nice high rise, but it's just like a cut off skinny jean. And I don't really think it's what I'm going for. What am I going for? Okay, I think I grabbed one other thing because it was £3. Let's see if there's a win in amongst the losses. I think this is a sweatshirt. I'm always cold, so a £3 really nice sweatshirt is always something I'm going to say yes to. I'm looking at the care tag. I pretty much only buy natural materials for a variety of reasons. Sustainable washing, and because I just feel like they last longer. This is actually 20% nylon, which I felt like I could feel, and I maybe don't love it as much as when I saw it. It was really hard to see because it was kind of a silhouette on the site. I like the little slightly puffy sleeve. I like that it's interesting. I like that it was £3 and secondhand. Keep, return. That's that one. Okay. I don't know what this is. Oh, I ordered this in a heat wave, and I realized they really don't have any nice tanks that are not maternity tanks that I still own and that actually fit me. Let's see. But this is totally one that I would wear tucked into the right pair of jeans, just as a tank. Simple jewelry, tank, or to go under something, but it's like nice and actually fits nicely. The style I like. Hello. Okay, so conclusion is this is staying. This is staying. I don't like the jumper enough to keep. We're really trying to do things that I really, really adore. Tell me what you would keep. That's that. If you want to see a more successful haul, the last haul was far more successful, and I will pop that below and on the screen at the end. And if you want £5 off, if you're in the UK, hit the link below. Despite this haul, it is brilliant because one of the things I love about Thrift Plus is that I can return it all, which you can't do with a charity shop always. You can't do with things like Vinted. And so this actually provides a way to test out a bunch of items, be able to send them back, still be more sustainable, but in a way that actually works a little bit more practically. So there's a link below. I'm going to run through these again. Tell me which ones you'd keep. And that's still a win in terms of sustainability and all of those things that really matter to me.